In the name of God. Liam's cooking adventure.
Liam stood in his small kitchen, ready to prepare dinner. He decided to make pasta, his favorite meal. The traffic outside was loud, but he ignored it. He took out a pot and filled it with water. Then he turned on the stove and waited for the water to boil. He checked the recipe, but realized he had forgotten it. Feeling unsure, he called his mom for help. She answered quickly and asked, "What's the matter?" Liam replied, "I don't know how much salt to add." His mom laughed and said, "Just 1 teaspoon." Liam thanked her and added the salt. The water finally boiled, and he put the pasta in. He felt proud of himself for not giving up. While the pasta cooked, Liam thought about his last trip to Italy. He remembered the tour guide who showed him around the city. The tour was full of fun adventures, like tasting delicious food. He had met many tourists from different countries. They all shared stories about their travels. Liam smiled as he stirred the pasta. Suddenly, he heard a loud noise outside. A motorcycle had stopped near his building. The rider took off his helmet and looked around. Liam wondered if he was lost. The man checked his license and drove away. Liam returned to his cooking, excited to eat. The pasta was almost ready, so Liam got a plate. He didn't want to miss the perfect cooking time. He carefully poured the pasta into a colander. Then, he realized he had forgotten to prepare the sauce. He quickly opened a jar of tomato sauce. As he heated it, he thought about his busy day. He had been stuck in traffic for hours. His flight home had been delayed too. But now, cooking relaxed him. He stirred the sauce and added some spices. The delicious smell filled the kitchen. He couldn't wait to taste his meal. Liam plated the pasta and poured the sauce on top. He took a bite and smiled. It tasted great. He thought about calling his mom again to let her know. Just then, his phone rang. It was his friend Jake, who asked, "Can I share dinner with you?" Liam happily agreed. Jake arrived a few minutes later, carrying his luggage from a recent trip. He placed his bag near the entrance and sat down. Liam served him a plate of pasta. Jake took a bite and shouted, "This is amazing." Liam laughed and thanked him. They enjoyed the meal together. After dinner, they cleaned the kitchen together. Jake told Liam about his adventure as a passenger on a long bus ride. The bus had taken a wrong path, causing a delay. Jake didn't mind because he met interesting people. One tourist had offered him a lift in their car. Jake said no because he wanted to stay with the group. Liam listened carefully and asked questions. He loved hearing travel stories. Jake promised to take him on a tour soon. Liam couldn't wait for their next trip. Later that night, Liam lay down on his bed. He thought about how cooking had turned into a fun adventure. He remembered the wheel of his bike squeaking earlier that day. He made a note to oil it tomorrow. His mind drifted to his upcoming flight for a work trip. He hoped there wouldn't be any accidents on the way. Just then, his phone buzzed, a message from his mom. She asked if the pasta turned out well. Liam replied, "Yes, thanks to you." He smiled and closed his eyes. The next morning, Liam woke up early. He didn't want to lose time because he had a busy schedule. He put on his jacket and grabbed his keys. As he walked to his car, he saw a parked motorcycle near the exit. The owner was adjusting its wheel. Liam greeted him and asked if everything was okay. The man nodded and said, "Just a small matter." Liam got into his car and drove off. He made sure to check his license before leaving. The roads were clear with no traffic today. At work, Liam had a meeting with his team. His boss asked him to prepare a report. Liam agreed and started working. During lunch, his coworker offered to share his sandwich. Liam thanked him but said he had his own food. They talked about their weekend plans. Liam mentioned he might take a tour of the city. His coworker said, "That sounds like a fun adventure." Liam nodded and smiled. After lunch, he returned to his desk. He didn't want to bother anyone, so he worked quietly. After work, Liam decided to walk home. He took a different path to enjoy the evening. The tourist areas were crowded, but he didn't mind. He saw a tour guide explaining the history of a monument. Liam stopped to listen for a while. Then, he continued walking until he reached a park. He sat on a bench and watched people pass by. A child ran past him, laughing loudly. Liam smiled and checked his watch. It was time to go home. He stood up and walked toward the entrance of the park. When Liam got home, he felt tired but happy. He thought about how every day was a new adventure. He took off his shoes and lay down on the couch. His phone buzzed. Another message from Jake. "Want to go on a road trip this weekend?" It read. Liam replied, "Yes, that sounds great." He couldn't wait for another exciting journey. He closed his eyes and relaxed. The sounds of the city outside didn't bother him. He was grateful for the little moments that mattered most.
Like and subscribe if you would like.